Good morning. Here's a summary of today's top news updates from the US, Europe, and West Asia, as of Friday, July 4, 2025. United States. Big, beautiful bill passes House. The House of Representatives passed a significant piece of legislation, dubbed the Big, Beautiful Bill, by a vote of 218,214. This bill, a signature of President Trump's second term, includes major spending cuts and tax breaks, notably ending federal tax incentives for electric vehicles and allocating substantial funds for border enforcement, including finishing the border wall. Immigration crackdown continues. The U.S. is marking Independence Day with 49 new citizens, including former Indian nationals, amidst a continued crackdown on illegal immigration. ICE arrests have reportedly increased, and the new bill provides billions for ICE to hire more agents and implement a minimum asylum fee. Protests planned for July 4th. Various groups, including the Women's March, have organized Free America protests across the country for July 4th to express dissent against Trump administration policies, including immigration crackdowns and Medicaid cuts. Some communities in California have even canceled traditional Independence Day celebrations due to concerns over immigration raids. EPA employees on leave. 139 Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, employees have been put on leave after criticizing the Trump administration's agenda, accusing it of weakening environmental protections. Supreme Court rulings. The Supreme Court has allowed the Trump administration to deport migrants held in Djibouti to South Sudan and will take up cases involving bans on transgender athletes in girls' and women's sports. Russia-Ukraine developments. President Trump had a phone call with Russian President Putin, though Trump stated he didn't make any progress with Putin regarding the Russia-Ukraine war. The U.S. has also halted some weapons shipments to Ukraine. Other headlines. A mass shooting outside a Chicago nightclub left 4 dead and 14 wounded. Nissan is recalling over 480,000 vehicles due to engine failure risk. NASA has found a new interstellar comet. Europe. Extreme heatwave grips Europe. A severe heatwave is impacting large parts of Western Europe, with temperatures well above average, leading to spikes in air pollution and a high risk of wildfires. Spain, Portugal, Italy, and Greece are particularly affected, with some areas experiencing temperatures over 40 degrees Celsius. Ukraine war updates. Russia reportedly launched a massive overnight ballistic missile attack on Kyiv. Ukrainian officials state Russia is afraid to admit the scale of its losses. China's Foreign Minister Wang Yi reportedly told the EU that Beijing cannot afford for Russia to lose in Ukraine. Russia has become the first country to formally recognize the Taliban government in Afghanistan. EU and tech giants. Meta and TikTok are challenging tech fees in the second highest EU court. France strike disrupts travel. A strike in France has led to Ryanair cancelling 170 flights, affecting 30,000 passengers and disrupting European summer travel. Germany train attack. A 20-year-old Syrian man targeted passengers with a hammer in a German train attack. Legal developments. A French couple has been detained for over 3 years on spy charges in Iran. A Ukrainian court has recognized a same-sex couple as a family in a landmark ruling. West Asia. U.S. sanctions on Iran. The U.S. has issued the first wave of sanctions on Iran following a ceasefire in a 12-day war, imposing financial penalties on an Iraqi businessman accused of helping smuggle Iranian oil. Escalating regional tensions. Tensions remain high, particularly between Israel and Iran, Houthi rebels. A U.S. envoy reportedly threatened to send B-2 bombers to Yemen after Houthi rebels fired a missile at Israel, claiming coordination with Iran. Israel's defense minister has vowed retaliation if missile attacks continue. Gaza situation. Israeli strikes on Gaza continue, with reports of over 300 Palestinians killed in 48 hours. Experts are outlining how companies profit from Israel's actions, and U.S. contractors are accused of firing on aid-seeking Palestinians. Taliban denies holding U.S. Afghan citizen. The Taliban has denied holding Mahmoud Shah Habibi, a dual U.S.-Afghan citizen and former head of Afghanistan's Civil Aviation Authority, despite a U.S. Justice Department reward for information on his whereabouts. Iranian nuclear program. The Pentagon states its intelligence assessments show U.S. strikes have degraded Iran's nuclear program by 1 to 2 years. To help this content grow, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your support.